Hi VC, Andy, back, another vinyl update, last of the year, end of 2015. Today, not an 80s update, some of the other stuff that I've been listening to on CD and vinyl recently. New to me, maybe not new to you, certainly not brand new, with the exception of maybe one of the CDs I'm going to show. Let me jump into it. First of all, want to raise a glass to memory of Lemmy. I know we'll all miss him. Absolute legend. His music will certainly outlive all of us, even if we thought he would as well. But sad day. You know, what a legacy he's left. Right. Okay. So first up, a few CDs. A new band to me, Exumer. They've been around for quite some time, I believe. This is the album Fire and Damnation from 2012 on Metal Blade. I heard about these guys, actually. Their lead singer, Mem von Steen. They're a German thrash metal band. He actually started following me on my Instagram account. I think he's since stopped, but anyway. So I looked him up, looked up his band, picked up a copy of this CD, Fire and Damnation. It's really good. It's nothing special, but it's, you know, if you like thrash metal, it's really good to get into. They've got a new album coming out in I think end of January, February of next year. So I'm certainly gonna listen out for that and see if that's worth getting. Next up. Another, again, new to me. I came across these again. Someone on Instagram, I think, had posted a picture of one of these albums. Looked them up on YouTube. Lost Horizon. Found out they'd done 2 albums. Managed to pick up both fairly cheap on Amazon. First album, Awakening the World. 2001. Second album, A Flame to the Ground Beneath, 2003. Power metal. First album, really good. Really like this. You know, songs about metal, you know, steel warriors, kingdoms. I mean, if the Knights of the Round Table had formed a metal band, you know, this is the stuff they would be playing. Simple as that. The second album, not really listened to it as much. This I've been listening to a lot, but with the latest one, only came in, only got it a few days ago, listened to it a few times. Not as good as the first one, but I'll give it another chance. Next up, Stereo Nasty, Nasty by Nature. Now, Rene put me on to these guys. I looked them up. Really like their sound, very 80s heavy metal. The thing that really gets me when I listen to new music is how the vocalist sounds, and this is killer stuff. Again, like Rennie, bought this off the Bandcamp website, and again, like him, asked if they could autograph it and send it on, and they're really responsive on email, and they emailed back straight away and said, yeah, no problem. Buying the CD, I got downloaded straight away, so I downloaded it straight away. I've been listening to it for weeks. This only arrived today, which is what I've been waiting to do this last video on, waiting for this to come. But thoroughly recommend it. It's one of the favourite sort of new wave of traditional heavy metal bands that I've heard of recently. I mean, they're unashamedly 80s. I mean, I don't know if this will come, if you can see this on here, but on the CD, it's old farts, stuck in the 80s, and proud of it. Get a chance to pick that up. If this came out on vinyl, I'd buy it tomorrow. It's just superb, and I've not stopped listening to it. Yeah, Nasty Stereo, not a bad Stereo Nasty. Oh, yeah, I'm getting in my head that a Nasty Stereo. Stereo Nasty, not a bad song on the album. Thoroughly recommend to check it out. Okay, vinyl pickups. A couple of videos ago, I mentioned that I picked up some 3 records from Hell's Headbangers in the States on a great deal. The 3 for $16.66, and even with the postage, an extra $17 on top of that, it was still cheaper than I could get in the UK. So I went back, but when I went back in the offer, there was only actually 2 that I was really interested in, and the rest of them really all came under the black metal genre, and that's not something I'm particularly fond of or have got into or can get into, to be honest. So the first I'm going to show, so I picked up another 3. They arrived recently, giving them all plenty of spins. But the first one I'm going to show is the one that I bought as filler. So this is Zemial, Nykta. So I fully intended to oh shit, what have I done? There we go. To basically sell this on straight away and get the 2 albums that I've bought pretty much for cost price, no matter what this went. So I heard this was a black metal album, but then I also heard some things about it being a prog rock album and a bit of a fusion. So I thought I'd give it a go. It wasn't sealed, so I thought it was worth a spin. So I gave it a spin, and to be honest with you, I was a little bewildered by what I heard. In fact, I'm not quite sure what I did here. I'm not a massive fan. I'm not a fan at all of black metal. I'm not a massive fan of prog rock. There's some things I like, you know. I'm more into that, but this, I don't know where it stands. So the bits that are black metal, I really don't like. The bits that are really, I guess, more prog metal, I really don't like either. But it finds a really good medium between the 2, and at times it's black metal, at times it's prog rock, at times it's thrashy, at times it's heavy metal, and it's a double album. It's a double album set. I'll just show one of the vinyls. It's sort of like a cosmic marble effect. Very pretty, very nice. But personally, I don't think this needed to be a 2 album set. The first one up has some good tracks in it. As I say, there are times it stands out because I don't like it, and there are times it stands out that I do like it, and then other times it just melts into the background, and I don't even recognize it's on. It's sort of like good background music, and then when it stops, it's, oh right, I was listening to something. Let's switch it off again. So I've listened to it quite a few times, and I'm still trying to get my head around what it is. I've decided I'm going to keep it. Definitely now I'm going to keep it. That's no doubt about that. And I'm going to get more into it. But the thing I have an issue with is the second album. So the second album has, something record in the set, only has 3 tracks on it. On side 3, I guess, is a single 15-minute epic track, which it starts out very much in the black metal mode and then gradually melts into more of a long drawn out prog fest and finishes really bizarrely. It's almost like single note every few seconds, and again it just fades away into background music, and you don't necessarily realize it's on until it's gone quiet and you realize it's finished, and you don't quite know how long ago that was if you're concentrating on something else. So a very strange affair. But on the other side of that is again, there's 2 tracks, but one of them, the second one, is called Out of the Cage, and it's the biggest pile of shite I've ever heard. Or not heard. It's silence. It's 4 minutes 33 seconds of bugger all. There's nothing on it. I researched it. It's supposed to be ambient background noise of the band in the studio, or some equal measure of pretentious bollocks. I don't get it. It's a waste of vinyl. I mean, what's the point? It's silence. It rages me when I think about it. It's just like, what is the point? What's the point? And what's even worse is that you can download that track off their Bandcamp site. Okay, you can specify the price, you can get it for free, but why would you download 4 minutes 33 seconds of nothing? Anyway, so this album, I think, out of anything I've heard, equally delights me and enrages me at the same time. I don't know, has anyone else out there heard this, or what other music do you know that that you just, you can't get your head around? You love it and you hate it at the same time. Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know if there's other things out there that are similar. Anyway, moving on. Let's find something that's a bit better. So next up, German speed metal band, Intoxicated. This is from 2013. Again, Hal's headbanger release. Really nicely made. Great energy in this music. It's relentless from start to finish. Music's great. Listen to it 2 or 3 times. Just the music, that is, before I started investigating the lyrics. So there's the inner. It's a gatefold inner. Lots of crazy on tour type pictures and what have you. But yeah, so the music's good, but the lyrics are. I mean, when you start looking at the songs, I mean, the songs are all about. You can guess it's typical heavy metal fodder, but this is, it's sex, it's drinks, Satan. In fact, there's a song called "Sex, Drinks, and Satan." Metal porno slut, lock up your daughter, suffering for love, rock and roll Hellpatrol, crush your local disco, slutanic speed metal, break your limits, sorry, and the cover of Motorhead's "The Chase is better than the catch." Sounding again a little, heavily Motorhead influenced throughout, but honestly, the lyrics are. There's something. I mean, to me they sound like when you're at school and there's the kids that are constantly talking about how much they've drunk and how many women they've shagged, and but in truth, they haven't done any of those things at all, and it just it kind of spoils it a bit. I mean, it doesn't. I suppose probably, I guess it's supposed to come across as a fun album, but the music's better than the lyrics. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. It's a great music album. Finally, this is the best of the bunch. Which crotch? Oh dear. No, I'm not editing it. Which cross axe to grind? Danish heavy metal band. 2013 again. Hell's Headbangers release. This is good heavy metal albums. Cracking music. Surprised to see that they've been around since 1979. The discography is wafer thin. It's a shame because this is really good. If you like 80s heavy metal, then this is a gimme. This is really good. Comes on like an electric blue vinyl. There we go. Really good sound as well. Plays very, very nicely. Oh, I didn't show the Intoxicated vinyl. That was quite nice as well. Let me just dig that out before we finish up. Sort of a blue and red clear vinyl. So this is again the Intoxicated Hellpatrol for rock and roll. Okay, so that was a nice way for me to finish up 2015. I was glad the nasty Stereo Nasty, sorry, release CD arrived the other day, so I could just close off the year. I think I've made more bumbling mistakes throughout this one, but you know, having a drink for Lemmy addles the brain as well. So I'll be back in the new year. Hopefully I'll pick up some cool new 80s stuff to show you, and looking forward to seeing your pickups and purchases over the next few months. Really enjoyed my last few months with you know, since I've started making videos in the VC. I'm not going to do any kind of best of end of year 2015. I've only been here for a few weeks. Maybe save that something till next year when I've been here for a little bit longer. Anyway, Happy New Year to everybody, and see you soon. Cheers.